Now let me introduce to you factorials. And what are factorials? They are these exclamation marks after numbers. And let's say, what does 5 factorial mean? This is just not 5 because it's an exclamation mark. That's a 5 factorial. And what it means is that we're going to be expanding and multiplying the 5 by every integer until 1, going down from 5. So 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Then if we care to multiply all these, we're going to get 120. So that is 5 factorial. Why is that going to be useful? This will be really useful in permutations and combinations. What about, for example, 6 factorial? 6 factorial would be, of course, just 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And that's going to work out to be 720. So every time that we have any number factorial, it's just going to be that number times all the numbers below it until you hit 1. And they always need to be integers, right? So nothing like 5.5 or 5.2. None of that. Just integers. 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And one thing that I want to make sure that everyone knows, if we have something like 7 factorial, of course, that's just 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which works out to be 5040, or 5040. And one important thing is that, take a look here, we have this whole thing, 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, that's just 6 factorial, right? So 7 factorial is just really 7 times 6 factorial, which could be rewritten as 7 times 6 times 5 factorial. And you could keep expanding this if necessary. So if we were to have something like, let's say we needed to simplify 8 factorial over 5 factorial. Wow, this looks like it's going to be massive, right? We're going to have to work out many things here. Not exactly. We can just take the 8 factorial and make it 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 factorial all over 5 factorial. Because note that the 5 factorial, of course, is just going to be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Right? And since we already have the 8, the 7, and the 6, going all the way down to 1 from the 5, that would be redundant, right? Because we already have a 5 factorial down below. And then we can actually cancel them out. So 8 factorial over 5 factorial will be just 8 times 7 times 6. Just give you another quick example, just a smaller one, just in case. Let's say that I have something like 4 factorial over 2 factorial. Well, 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, all over 2 times 1. See how this is just a 2 factorial, just like below? So that's why they cancel out, because we're just dividing them. And of course we just get 4 times 3, which is 12. And that's it. That's as far as we can simplify this. So that's about it. Now I would just recommend that everyone tries to practice a few more questions, and good luck.